Ms. Mayor, you say your hair...
No, at work we'll use paper clips to get around the little lockbox.
Oh, I thought you were saying your hair curls up in this.
No, if you use a hair dryer on the thermostat, it'll think it's hot in the room and cool down.
Good.
We're good.
All right, everybody good? All right, well, we're gonna call the July meeting planning board to order. Can you please stand for the pledge of the flag? Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'll ask the members to review the meeting minutes from June.
Make a motion to approve.
We have a motion by Stephen
Second.
and a second by Corey. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. All right, moving to the agenda for tonight. First on the list here, we have a site plan review for 43 Central Avenue. Hi. Well, we'll start with if you can just give a brief overview of what's going on there. Brief, very brief.
I'm building a patio off the back of the building, 2 stories, so upper decking, plus patio, which actually is the first floor, but the building is sloped from side. And then the lower paver patio, it wraps around the creek side of the building. And it's mainly to create like a facade as, like 2 other businesses. I'm gonna have a basement business and then a first floor back entrance business. So the patio is mainly to create like a facade for those 2 businesses.
You have entrances to those businesses in the rear, you're saying, or?
It'll be at the rear, yeah.
Is it that patio space too for the tenants that are living there? Or just,
It will depend on what those 2 different businesses want to do. So if they want exclusive use of the patio,
Where we are.
they're gonna pay for it, rent, maybe. But the residential tenants haven't really expressed interest in it, the tenants that are there now.
do you have
Been
any,
there a while and they already know it's not an amenity, but
do you have any interest in the businesses, or do you know what potentially is gonna go out
I
there?
interviewed a bunch
What's
of
the name
people,
of
but I have
the
nothing
attorney?
writing on their leases.
Shane, I'm looking at this picture here. Doesn't this side of your building abut the creek?
Yeah. So
What is-
that's property that I own there, but that is the creek side. The patio.
What is this here?
Like a small park or patio or?
That's that's the patio I'm talking about building.
Oh, not
No,
just the
this here.
deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so paver patio is gonna be new, and the upper deck patio is also gonna be new.
Okay.
2 different patios.
Okay, this is the north side of the building.
Correct, and that's the bridge.
Central Avenue is out here. Doesn't the creek
It does,
right there?
but not where your hand is. The creek is just outside of that. I have a good amount of land on the side.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, the creek
Okay.
doesn't butt up against my building.
All right.
I think you asked them, and I said, yeah, it does, but it's 20 feet away.
Is that gonna be connected to the frontage of Central at all or no? No, okay.
No, there's a bridge, and there's a big.
Yeah, there's the
brick wall.
concrete. I was looking at that right now.
Do you know how high the bottom of the deck's gonna be in the back there?
So there's a back door there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of limited, I can only go that high, it's about 8 feet.
Okay.
up.
Yeah, I drove by today and it looked short from the parking lot, so.
Yeah, there will be no walkway under the patio, but there's going to be 2 or 3 air conditioners, like gas heaters. That's about it.
So the door to your basement tenant won't be under the patio?
Their access is gonna be on the side.
Got it.
Where the
So there's windows on the side of the building. I think the rendering only shows 1 window, but there's like 6 windows, and they're big, they're tall.
Okay, so you'll
basement
kind
is
of
like
go
high
around
ceilings.
to the creek side to go into, got
The
it.
entrance to the basement, if
That's-
this even happens, it may be years before a tenant takes it, but I do have someone very interested right now in the basement. And they would access a window, but we'll make it a door.
Have you applied for the floodplain permit yet, or?
Nothing yet. There's nothing yet. I mean, we're still dealing with,
How far does that floodplain?
it doesn't take much. It crosses the back of the property. The building is outside of the floodplain, but the patio area is gonna be in there. And the
Alongside
development
the creek.
permit is very simplistic. I mean, it doesn't look like they're changing grade at all with the patios, with the paver area. That has to be determined.
That riprap and all that can be added without any?
It should be, yeah. I mean, I gotta get back to my comments again.
I believe the patio is entirely out of like the map.
I guess I was more asking about the rip, like how far down the bank are you going with the riprap? Is it-
So the patio is gonna have like, it's gonna be tiered, and the only reason it's gonna be tiered is because that's how the land goes
Yeah.
now. So I'm not gonna mess with the grade, I'm just gonna like build the patio to what's there.
Yeah.
But the step down area isn't big at all, it's maybe just this big. But then he wants to do the riprap like pretty much.
On
down
the bank,
creek.
yeah.
So it looks clean,
Yeah,
finished.
you're fine.
What's at the edge of the pavers? Is there like a fence or does it just drop off?
A wall.
There is a wall? Like
Yeah.
a 3-foot high wall or?
No, like knee height maybe.
Okay. That's part of your, with the pavers, you're building a wall or there is an
There's gonna
existing?
be a couple, like, I think it's on the drawing now, it looks like it's like bent, it's like seat height. So walls will look like that, like capped, and then I could put like LED, he could put LED lights under the walls to shine down. But there will be walls, and then like, I guess it'll be furthest west, which is like towards central, there's gonna be a wall there, because then I have a finished area where there's gonna be the air conditioners. I have a total of 6 air conditioners there. So 3 will be on the back of the building and 3 will be on the side. And the 3 on the side now are like halfway, they're about centered of where the building's at, but I'm moving them closest to the bridge. And then there'll be a wall to keep tenants, residents, customers, tenants, out of where the air conditioners are.
What about your parking requirement? There's still enough parking there?
Currently, the way the building is being occupied, there is variance granted for what's there.
Okay.
So, and I would imagine based on the tenancy, what's gonna happen on the first floor and the basement, we're gonna be back in front of this board again for change in use and perhaps another site plan if we're gonna increase the basement square footage. More than likely, another site plan.
So the site plan that the Severance had approved, I think they maximized like every possible parking.
Right, they were granted variance to have the second floor apartment, third floor business, and first floor business. So,
This patio does not eat up any of those spots.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember we really had to scramble to,
No, I have the documents,
yeah.
yeah,
These 9 spots, they were able to fit.
right. It never went to fruition. The town had, or the village or the town or whomever had a daylighting operation along the creek. So it prevented them from paving and finalizing the project until they were done with it. And that took at least a year, and then it just never happened.
Yeah.
They just ran out of funds, and this is what we have today.
Yeah, so there's still steps in the process. This has been a multi-phase project for me. So I'm still working on the 3rd floor. I was given some monies from here forward to finish the 3rd floor. So I'm gonna work on that once I get those inspections started with Labella. You know, the patio, I'd like to start it this year, but then once the patio's done, I wanna finish the blacktop and finalize, like, get that site plan done. And then I wanna like stripe it, and then I want to put signs up, like parking for 43 tenants, central tenants only. And then I wanna landscape it. I wanna like finish it by next fall, where I have it patio done, blacktop done, and then nice and clean and landscaped, because it's so bad back there right now, it's gross. It's not. And then from all the construction in the village at the bridge, they messed it up worse. So I gotta clean up like the construction mess from the guys fixing the culvert under the road.
Where are the dumpsters gonna go?
The dumpster is, it's there now. And
It's in the original location.
It'll be striped, like a designated area for the dumpster.
Does the patio affect snow removal at all? Because no, okay, that's not the spot. I see.
Like as far as plowing.
Yeah, yeah, but like that's not the spot where all the snow is stored. No.
No, it shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
So did you say you're not losing any parking? Because it looks like your parking goes right up to your building right now.
I don't think that's a spot.
It's like 10 feet out.
Okay,
You can't go too close because there's like gas meters.
okay.
So like the patio's gonna like, in a way, in my mind, add some protection. Because I don't want, I mean, I don't think they could have fit a spot. It would have been too close with the gas meters and the doors and everything. So the patio started protecting like,
Yeah, the survey's like 3 feet away
yeah.
for parking. So I mean, if you're coming out 9 feet with a deck.
I think they all have to go before the HPC.
I did already. It's
Yeah, that was issued in June.
Was it?
For that
I
rear,
remember you being there, but I didn't,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, they did get that in June, but again, the way the process really should go, you've got the concept, get all the comments in, get HPC, in case they had any issues that
Yeah.
would change that, right? But, I mean, going back to what my comment letters were, I think at this point, if the board feels that it can move forward in the direction that it's presented, get the elevation shots, get the engineering done, get the floodplain development, get everything solidified so that it can move forward. The maps that I show, the floodplain does, it encroaches onto the property as it is with the 100 year. The 500 year is just a little bit further into the building, but it's there. So creating that information, getting it to William Schutt so they can issue that development permit, and then finalize the drawings. I don't know if there's any other comments from any other agencies in the village about the project in and of itself. It appears I'm the only one that gives comments for any municipality. And we can move forward with it. If you feel confident with this thing, the way it should go, recommendation with the condition of obtaining a floodplain development permit before any building permits are issued.
Does anybody else have any else?
It's really nice for the village. I think it'd be, from the bridge, the view and everything.
I agree.
I'll clean it up.
And if I could just make one clarification, I went off of an older survey that showed a utility pole that is no longer there. I walk by it at least 2 to 3 times a day, and I pay attention to what the documents that are in front of me. I realized after I wrote the letter that the pole isn't there. The service was relocated to come from the south.
Actually, it was a
Instead
dead
of
pole. It was a dead line. There was one phone line on it, and it wasn't even an active line. So Verizon took it down.
You talking the pole that was to the north of the building there?
It was like northeast.
Yeah, right. It just, where it wasn't shown on any of the drawings because it's not there. And I will, in your packet, you've got page 1 of my comment letter.
Yep.
The second page is, I'll get it quickly. The last comment, a section of the payment and a dumpster enclosure detail is not provided for the parking lot. So whatever you get, when they get all the elevations squared away, they're gonna identify, the cross-section of the pavement surface and the dumpster pad. So how much stone, how much binder, how much topping. You might be able to cheat it off of the old site plan.
there any other comments on your comment letter here that need to be
No.
addressed now?
Do you think ever we could change any parking, like depending on what businesses want to go in?
These are seating, this is an outside patio area, it's for seating for the existing occupancies. Once we start talking about changing, right, we were talking about the first floor, splitting it into 2 units, and then adding a basement unit, that's when we get back to site plan and we start talking about parking. So when you're in your design stage, you get all those details in, start thinking about that. We may need to make other provisions either
Yeah, I want
to,
to try to be forward thinking with
yeah,
this. to
absolutely.
not
So
Make a big change.
the recommendation is this, based on what the code prescribes and what the planning board can do, at the very least, dedicate the residential parking on the property.
Yeah, I-
Dedicate that so that they have guaranteed parking.
Let's do that.
And then whatever else is, it's up to the board to determine if there's enough public parking or parking in the area to satisfy the demand for that building and the units.
Have you talked with Joe Ligamari at all?
Does he have 0 parking?
He had an idea about putting in a garage behind his building to house his camper, his RV.
More than likely not going to happen. In my last conversations with him, and the spaces that he has now are dedicated to the residents.
I haven't talked to him since I owned the building.
Say that again?
I haven't talked to him since I owned the building.
Oh, since you, okay.
So, and if I've just add another comment, you know, it may be beneficial, anybody that's working on a site, let's make sure that the weeds are down to where they need to be. There's a pretty large clump that would turn into a tree next to the dumpster. Mr.
You see it?
Ligamari has one growing up through the fence as well. It's probably about 6 feet tall at this point.
Did you see I took down,
I did not after this morning. I was through there this morning when I came into work and it was still there. I see it every morning when I pull in, so.
well, no, a month ago, I took down 30-foot tall weeds.
Sure,
I took out about a 50-foot section of
yeah.
weeds. It's beautiful. I opened up the view to the creek from my parking lot.
Mhm.
So I did that and then some.
Yeah. Good, okay. Just moving forward, you know, it's just one of those things that we need to make sure we maintain.
I like to have nice properties. It's a work in progress.
Does anybody else have any comments, concerns? Anybody want to make a motion to allow her to move forward on this?
I'll motion to recommend approval contingent on the floodplain development permit.
Does anybody want a second?
I'll
Ryan's
second that.
motion. We have a motion by Ryan, and we have a second by Sam. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried.
You'll help me with next steps? You'll help me with next steps?
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, this will get to the engineer. Did I copy the engineer in that comment? But I could forward information to Bill, and just so that he knows what to expect, and we'll get to where we gotta go. Okay?
Thank you. Light crowd here and a big agenda.
Are all of these bow tie parks?
Yes?
Okay.
Same building, different suite.
I figured as much.
They have an
I mailed them
issue?
the agendas.
you
so
did?
They should know.
Well, based on the no presence again, the total disregard for the village and its administrative requirements, this is for their benefit, to ensure their investment in the property and also the lifespan and the tenants that are gonna be there. You didn't get comments because he basically gave our department the finger right from day one. He dropped off what he was gonna drop off, and it's all he was gonna do, and, you know, letters went out stating that the meeting was on July 15th, when it was clearly tonight, the 16th, and it was back and forth, and I don't even know if people got letters, to be honest with you. I can ask, but it is what it is, and you know, this is public comment, or public open meetings for comment. My opinion, all 3 of these get denied. Try again. That's my opinion, but I don't want to tell you what to do.
Can we make a motion to
You can
recommend
table
not approving?
this. It's up to you on what you want to do here, but I can tell you this, it was combative. And the discussions and the demeaning nature to the staff that's trying to service the applications, it was, I just, I just took what they brought, delivered them to the village, and we'll let the village deal with it. But again, my personal opinion, the presenter of this project totally disregards the village administration.
So denying these projects basically just goes right back to square one.
Start
They
over
have
again,
to start over.
reapply it,
Fees, reapply.
do whatever. I mean, that's spiteful in my opinion, but, come on,
Yeah, and.
I agree with you.
what are we doing?
With
We're here to help.
HPC, if a petitioner doesn't show up, the,
I mean, as a courtesy, you table it, who knows what happened today, right?
Yeah.
But, I
All
still
three
won't
of
be
them, all three of them,
commenting
I mean,
on
I could see if one or two showed up, but all three of them?
Well, the tenants are not going to show up. The applications were delivered by the landlord on behalf of the tenants.
Oh, I got you.
I do have one question of the truck repair facility. Is it okay by code to do repair outside the building?
No, it was only supposed to be done inside the building, and I'm unaware of any activities outside the
Well,
building.
they said,
Is that merged fleet services?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you're gonna consider now, right? That's part of your consideration on the application.
yeah, tenants
Whether
are
it is or
usually
not for
in,
code, we'd have to dig our nose into the code, but like I said, I didn't comment on any of these things.
Yeah.
Because of the nature of the submittal and the combative nature of the presenter.
well, it says tenants shall use the interior and exterior of the premises solely in connection with repair of company vehicles.
Sure, so storage space on the outside, but keep in mind, this is building number 21. I don't think that's the existing trailer inspection service that's been there pre-development. That was a cold storage building, they bring the trailers in, do an inspection on them, and then send them out.
Yeah.
That's what that occupancy is. In my understanding, that building is still operating that way. They're just storing the buildings now on the back building pad.
So the way it stands here, we could deny this one.
They're not here.
Right.
Notices went out.
If they're
Had there been
here,
had there been a galley full of residents or
Yeah.
neighboring businesses to offer comment, this is the public hearing time. And he knew that the meeting was tonight, July 16th, at 7 PM.
yeah,
I don't know. Like I said, who knows what happened today? It was a difficult today for a lot of people, so who knows?
Is there any code violations or anything up at that building? Is it all done? Everything's good up?
The original Babcock building is in illegal occupancy at this point. There's a cabinet supply facility operating out of there without sprinklers. But that's the building in and of itself, has nothing to do, these are 3 new tenants that are coming in.
No,
My understanding through an architect that there's one of the other existing buildings is going to undergo an addition, which is going to bring them back in front of this board for a site plan review to accommodate the addition.
this has been going on for about 4 years, right?
Roughly, yeah, it's a big project, no
Yeah.
doubt. And it was either earlier this week, late last week, I believe. The as-built survey was provided, it was forwarded to the engineering consultant for his comments as it relates to the originally approved site plan.
And you cited them 4 years ago for no sprinklers in that building.
The big building, sure. I mean, they were there, they had to take it apart, but I understand all of that. Like I said, it's a big process to get through, but no movement at this point. And these 3 tonight are a new building, it's a separate building.
I'll make the motion to deny all 3 of these.
All second?
Made a motion by myself, second by Jim, to deny the 3 change in uses for 3825 Walden Avenue. due to no one showing up. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
I abstain.
Do we want to
Stephen
put a purpose for the denial? The reason for denial?
Then no one showed up?
Okay.
I said that. There. Motion approved. All right. All ayes and one abstain. Does anybody else have anything to bring up? Matt?
A lot of people are talking about projects.
Good to hear.
We just have to wait and see when they deliver the applications, but there's been a lot of, conferring back and forth.
What is this? I'm sorry.
New projects coming up, existing buildings, renovations, new occupancies.
I feel sorry for these people that got that grant, but they don't have the cash in hand to do the repairs and,
That was a prerequisite of the grant. It was a
Yeah.
reimbursable grant. They were gonna do the work anyways, and it was an opportunity to get the money back, almost get the work done for free.
yeah.
It's, so if the applications came with false intentions, there's no pity. I
Yeah.
mean, you had to do the work anyways. I will say, the Boys and Girls Club is moving forward. I'm in contact with that architect. They're in a exploratory demolition phase right now. We permitted the bathroom facility renovations. They're making both of those ADA compliant, and then they're going to be moving forward with the other interior and exterior improvements.
Good.
This is on Walden, right here?
Right here on Broadway, the Boys and
Or
Girls Club.
Broadway, sorry.
Yep,
Right. Okay.
Yep.
And the Masonic Temple's moving forward.
That is there, he's kind of on his own there, doing his thing, but nothing that's worthy of permitting at this point. A lot of cleanup is happening.
Did they get the parking lot arrangements straightened around?
I believe that's been resolved, but it's kind of not our concern. It's between the two
Yeah.
property owners.
We have 2 alternate positions open. If this board thinks that we should hire somebody, we did get an application in, but if the board thinks that we should hire somebody else or 2 people, we would then put that, the hiring process online and get all the applications together to make a decision.
We have an alternate now?
We have 1 alternate.
Just one. I mean, I think we're good at the moment. You have one application, you said?
Yes.
But you'd have to put it out if we wanted to hire one?
I'm sorry?
You'd have to put it out?
Yeah, we would just like advertise it on our Facebook page that we're hiring to,
Does anybody intend on leaving anytime soon?
I'm gonna try to beat Dick Bowman's record. I only got 25 years to go.
Good luck with that. I think we're okay for now, right? No. Anybody else? Nothing? We have a motion to adjourn by Ryan. Second by Corey. All's in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
I abstain.